Well, how do you do, everyone, and welcome to Monday's edition of Daily Reptile News. Now, we're going to start off with the thing that's on everybody's mind right now, and that is all these bans and regulation and all that crap that's going on. Apparently, the task force, and I use that term very loosely, for Ohio was set out to make some recommendations on what to do after Terry Thompson's cats were released. We don't have to go through the story. I'm sure you remember it. And their recommendation to the Ohio government is to ban all exotic pet ownership in the state of Ohio. This means everything. Everything exotic, goldfish, cats, pretty much most dogs, exotic pet ownership. Now, of course, I must put emphasis. They do say private ownership, and again, I use that term very loosely as well. So now this is just a recommendation for the powers that be in Ohio to come up with pretty much whatever they want, telling you what you can and can't keep. So I'm not 100% sure what is and what is not indigenous to Ohio, but that's pretty much all you might be able to keep without some sort of a permit or licensing, or maybe some things completely banned altogether. And moving on, a quick update to the endangered species listing of the dune sagebrush lizard. Now, for those of you that have been following this story at all, you know that the fuel companies, the oil companies, they've been crying about how it's going to hinder production if it's added to the endangered species list, and the Center for Biological Diversity obviously has said no, it's not. There's nothing there that's going to stop you from doing what you're doing, really. Anyway, just a quick little update. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has delayed their decision for 6 months, so not 100% sure why. Maybe they want to get some more data together. You have one people on this side that say this is going to kill jobs in the area. Then you have the people over here that say no, it's not. All you have to do is follow some few basic simple rules and you'll be fine. But the fight continues. It's been delayed for another 6 months, and we will see what happens in 6 months. And now moving on to Georgia, where the Center for Biological Diversity, among several other organizations, have sent a letter to Georgia officials asking them to stop the rattlesnake roundups. Now, I want to urge everybody to go look into these roundups, because I actually thought that they were something that they're not. I thought that rules were in place for humane treatment and everything, but a lot of the stuff I've been finding out is crazy. It really is, and I want to give a big shout out to a friend on Facebook, Ray Autry. Go check out his Rattlesnake Roundup group. He's really putting his neck on the line to save these animals and stop these roundups. And there's a video, which I'm going to put in the description, that he would like everybody to see and share. So Ray, keep up the good work, and we got your back, buddy. And our last story of the day, our main story, which is kind of an old story, not new, but it comes from India, where apparently a conservationalist released 40, I think it was, cobras into a local corrupt tax office, saying that he wanted them to give him land or something, and they were too solicitous, whatever. He released a bunch of snakes in there, and he talks about being a conservationalist, but you know, I really have to say, you, sir, are not a conservationalist. You released deadly snakes into a government office, putting people and animals directly at risk. And not only that, you let the forestry department collect your snakes for you. You didn't even take the damn things out of the office. So you are not a conservationalist that I want on my team. And that, my friends, has been all your news for this Monday. If you'd like to read any more of these stories, that link's right down below here in the description. And as always, if you're still watching, my name is Jason White, and now you know what's going on in the reptile world. Be good to each other, and we'll see you tomorrow.